In the mathematical English system, when you learn your language this way and your mind has traveled so many times to this point in order for you to construct a sentence, because basically at every sentence your mind will be going there, then when you so good at it that the mind feels you're doing too much work for this, then the mind will map out the things, the part of the language that you have learned in the mathematical English systems lessons and the mind will know where those parts are stored. So next time when the mind needs to construct a sentence, the mind will have a kind of map for doing it. That means if the first one don't need, go to the second one, go to the fifth one, go to the sixth one, and then the mind will select the parts of the language that you need at that time to make your speech, and then don't have to check all of it. So the mind will map out where your English data is and go there directly, and at this point you will be speaking English the same way you speak your mother tongue. That means almost effortlessly. Of course, your language will be always limited by the knowledge of the language, but within your own confines you will speak with ease, the same way as you speak your mother tongue, right? Now, this happens actually quite fast, much faster than normally people would think, and my students in Korea, no exception, those who followed my instruction, they all knew how to speak basic English in 4 months. Why 4 months? Because in the 4th month I was teaching them the questions, how to make questions. Until then I was teaching them how to make answers, and then in the 4th month when they learn how to make questions, then the teaching method changed from writing compositions and repeating sentence patterns to answering questions, and that is already conversation English in 4 months. My most devoted student who followed me for 1 year and 3 months, he was with me. He learned nearly the whole curriculum, and he could make very advanced sentence patterns. What is an advanced sentence pattern? You see, the basic English is level 1, and at that point your languages, your English would look this way, and then a period. Yeah, this is how you can picture the sentence. This is a basic sentence, a complete sentence. At level 2, which is a high school standard in Korea. I saw high school books, they use what I call level 2 and a very little of the level 3. Here the language looks almost the same, but the rhythm is different. Then I saw university books, and they were teaching the advanced language, that is level 3 in my system, and that goes like this. So a sentence can look this way, and my student in 15 months he was able to use these sentence patterns. Each level have patterns, and these patterns are taught in the mathematical English system by numerical formulas. And instead of learning a whole grammar book this thick, all you have to learn is, like I give you a basic sentence pattern, let's say 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This, for example, this is a basic sentence pattern, and then this one is when this one gets modified at the later stage, then the whole formula may look like this. And if you want to learn this much from a grammar book, probably you need to know at least 50 pages of grammar. But all that is not necessary in the mathematical English system for you, because if you just remember this and you are able to convert all this to words, then you get your sentence done, and this pattern works all the time, no fail. Just like grammar works all the time. If grammar is symbolized with numbers, and the formula also works all the time. The mathematical English system can tremendously reduce the time it takes to learn English. It also reduces the effort it takes to learn English. Now that doesn't mean effort is not required. It means that extra effort is not required, which normally in other schools using other methods derive from confusion. That extra effort is absent in the mathematical English curriculum.